ground, and also Port Zante East and West. That's the major parking area for the public, and then patrons will be shuttled towards the venue.
Can I interrupt you?
Yes.
Port Zante is normally a zone that you have to pay. Would it be free during that time?
Yes, it is. It will be free. You wouldn't have to pay. That is something the committee, Music Festival Committee, would have arranged with the Urban Development Committee. So then it's for the parking.
Okay.
All right, both the east and the west parking. When I say the east, I mean the section that is closer to Newtown Bay Road.
Yes.
And the side that is closer to Ram Supermarket.
Right. Would it be for a particular time or would it start?
Right. The parking will start from 6 in the evening, 6 o'clock in the evening. So persons, you can even come earlier. The parking will be made available.
Right,
but in terms of,
okay.
No, what I'm saying in terms of persons actually being there to make sure that you park properly and so on, that officially the official time for parking is 6 p.m.
Okay.
And so then you can either walk it towards Warner Park or you utilize the shuttle.
Okay.
All right. I will talk about the general parking in the central area, Bass City areas. All right. Now the entry, the police officers performing duties at the stadium should enter through the west gate of Warner Park and Lozak Road. The exit gate, persons with VIP passes, they will park, as I said, in the area on Lozak Road, and they will have designated lines that they will go through. Volunteer and other persons, they will enter through the gate, the main gate of Warner Park that is opposite the girls' school. That will take you through Carnival City and also the tennis court. Right. Those persons and other persons with accreditation will enter through the Victoria Road main gate. All right. The artists, the eastern gate, that is the gate closest to East Park Range, that is the gate that is designated for the performers, the artists. They will enter through there, and the media personnel. They would be also allowed to park in the parking provided in that area. Parking will be provided in the area. You know where we're talking about? The cricket academy, that area, that side. Right.
Closer to the park side, right?
Yes. Now the patrons will enter the venue through the main gate and Lozak Road. That is the western gate, the southern gate and Lozak Road. The patrons will enter at that area, and the entry is by ticket only. Remember that you are not allowed to walk with any restricted items, that is firearm, or whether or not you have anything that can constitute a weapon. You are not allowed to take those things with you. So patrons are subjected to be checked, searched if possible. So all these are, be mindful of the different things to ensure public safety when you're going through the process of entry at the main gate. Everyone entering the park will be subjected to a search of their purses, their bags. No glass bottles, firearms, or other weapons will be permitted. In relation to tickets, the ticket sale during the night of the event, tickets will be sold at the ticket center. And we know where that area is. That is the...
Hold on a second there, Sergeant. Yeah. We lost that call. For that individual, you are welcome to call back.
Right. Persons can call in. Right. For vending, the vendors, you are required to make sure you do all your preparation and everything prior to the evening, possibly up to 6 o'clock. You will enter You will be permitted to enter the Warner Park Stadium up to 6 o'clock in the evening. All right, so you have to make sure that you do all your packing and all your offloading and the different things that you have to stock up. You have to do that, and you have up to 6 o'clock in the evening, because after that, I think the venue go into what we consider a sterile mood. All right, in terms of where the restrictions go in place, and so the entries and the exit will not be as free
We have that call
as
back.
possible. Yeah, we'll take the call.
Good morning. You're live.
Mr. Liebert, good morning, sir, and how are you today?
I'm feeling good, man. What about you?
Very well, I am, and thanks for asking. I also want to say a pleasant good morning to the officers in the studio, that is in your company as well. I want
Good
to
morning.
speak to something that is quite observant. I have been observant for quite a while. And it speaks to limitation of some streets that become one-way for a certain period in the week until maybe on the weekend, whatever, Friday or Saturday they choose to think it's good to call the weekend for accommodating people of that same one-way street. And point two speaks directly to Central Street, and I want to use landmark, two sets of properties to give an idea which of this stretch of street they are. On Central Street, between 4th and Church Street, and between 4th and West Independence Square Street, the landmark of National Bank and Flow and Robin Bratcher and the Government Treasury Building. Those two stretch of streets are one way during the day for certain days in the week. But on the weekends, people have the privilege to driving from the western side towards Warren Bratcher of 4th Street, and from the eastern side, from West Independence Square Street, coming to 4th Street. Streets are narrow. What if there are vehicle park on both sides of those two streets? The general traffic flow should be directly as it is. And if somebody is going across those streets, what happens if someone who now using the privilege of going across there on the weekend? What if there's an accident? Who is fault? That's just a question I have to ask. I thank you all for listening and have a good day. Goodbye.
All right.
All right. Well, the way I will answer that question is that once the police investigate and who has the greater liability, they will be the one who would have caused the traffic accident, because everyone has a duty of care, and so that you must drive with due care and attention. And so whatever circumstances that may attribute to the cause of the accident, the investigation, based on the investigation, then a determination will be made. But I do understand what you're saying, caller, because of the fact that the limitation generally lifted during the week, and the fact that vehicles are parked on either side of the road, the available space may not be adequate or sufficient for a two-way traffic under those circumstances. Is something that we will probably look at and see what is the best way to promote safety in that regard, in relation to having adequate available space for vehicular traffic under those circumstances traveling in either direction.
All right. You may continue.
Yes. Right. So the vending, as I was speaking about the vending, the vendors will be required to sell drinks from plastic cups and plastic bottles. No glass bottles will be permitted on the ground, and the main entry point or access point will be via the Marathon Gate at Victoria Road. We know the Marathon Gate is the gate closer to Lozak Road, the big wide gate at the end of the park. So that is the area that will happen. In addition to that, there will be several gates, other gates that will be utilized to facilitate movements of persons, equipment during the event. Security personnel will be posted at each gate in order to ensure the integrity of the venue. The eastern gate is exclusively entrance for the artists and media personnel, as I would have said. The media personnel will occupy the northern bleachers of the ground. The artists and the media personnel will park near the media center. All right? The VIP gate on Victoria Road is exclusive entrance for Express VIP and sponsors. The northern gate at the football stadium, that is the gate that is opposite the Carnival City, opposite the girls' school. That will be the entrance for VIP, heads of state government, ministers, and those kind of other persons. While the southern western main entrance will be utilized for the patrons, and the Marathon Gate will be the primary access for the vendors. Now, GQ, in relation to the parking inside the venue at the northern gate, these are persons who have special passes and special car park. They can park into Carnival Village, Carnival City. They can park on the tennis court, and they will be required to be checked by security for the necessary pass or accredited entrance for that. Also the emergency vehicles. Now, in order to facilitate the smooth flow of traffic in and around the music festival venue, the following traffic management plan will be implemented, and the intention is to ensure circulation of vehicular traffic in and around the festival site, as well as to provide security and ease of parking for all patrons at their venues. So the general venue of music festival, the restriction will be in a circular manner. We are familiar with Warner Park. You have Lozak Road on the south, Victoria Road on the west, Taylor's Range on the north, and East Park Range on the east, right? And so the traffic flow will be in that circular manner. So your vehicles will only be allowed to travel suddenly on Taylor's Range during the show. During the show, they will be allowed to travel southern direction right up to NHC. When you get to the point of NHC, you cannot go beyond the road, so you will have to take a left, and that will take you back towards Wellington Road, or you can divert towards Wade's Garden. So if you're traveling along Taylor's Range, and you only can take a right towards the Warner Park up to NHC. Mm-hmm. No entry will be allowed from Wellington Road onto Lozak Road. However, persons who have the VIP access and the cabinet ministers who will be parking on Lozak Road, they will be allowed entry for that purpose. Mm-hmm. Parking for the VIP parking on Lozak Road will be between Hart Street and right up to the entrance of East Park Range. That will be for VIP parking. Mm. Now, it's important to note that the residents living in these areas, we have considered, and so we will provide special passes for these persons so that you who are living in the immediate area where the restrictions are in place, you will not be in any way inconvenienced. So that for identity, that your parking will be authorized. We will provide passes for these persons in that who are living in the immediate area. That is Lozak Road and East Park Range in particularly. We don't have any residents on Taylor's Range or Victoria Road.
Wait, sorry, you don't have residents on?
Yeah, we don't have people living on Taylor's Range, GQ, as far as I'm aware. We do? Well, other than the lower part of Taylor's Range.
Oh, you frightened me. I was going to ask if the location name changed.
No. Right. So parking will be restricted totally on Taylor's Range. There will be no parking on the roadside.
Up to the park.
Taylor's Range.
Yeah, up to
the entire road.
The entire road.
Yeah. No parking will be allowed on the street. I'm talking about from
the
Kistadat
roundabout,
and the roundabout,
yeah.
right up to the Moravian Church. No parking, absolutely no parking on either sides of the road. The parking, we are asking motorists that you should avoid parking in streets that are narrow and you will not have any area because we do not want any parking on the road at all. No vehicles should be parking on the road. And when I said that no vehicles, you know what is coming next. Any violators will be towed. Also, we will be having traffic wardens and other persons who will be on duty, and their duty will be to patrol these areas and also issue tickets to violators. And then once the tow truck come on and see the tickets on them, it mean that you illegally park. They will take the vehicles away.
We have a call.
Yes.
Good morning. You're live.
Good morning, GQ.
Hey, good morning, man. How you doing?
Good. With no disrespect, tell Mr. Officer Maguire. I think he's mixing up the streets. Victoria Road is the road that goes up from the gas station all the way up to Moravian. That's Victoria Road. And on the top of that is Park Range. You following me?
I'm listening, caller.
On
I'm listening.
On the top, Victoria Road is the one with the park, where the main area is with the park. You following me? And then you have Park Range, which goes across the top. And then you have, well, the other side now. The other side. I think is that what he's saying, that no parking will be allowed on East Park Range. So the top of Park Range, and then you go down to East Park Range. So the entire park, right around the park, is what he's talking about. There will be no parking along those routes.
Well, for correction, I traverse that area very often. The top of Victoria Road is Taylor's Road.
Taylor's Range, yes, Taylor's Range.
And the Park Range is over by the school
Taylor's Range,
side.
and it links into East Park Range.
Right.
So he's saying that, I think I hear him just nobody live by somewhere. But
Taylor's Range. He was saying Taylor's Range, but he was referring to the area now that is, well, it looks like it's being developed into a commercial development. You had the cables that used to live there. It's now an outlet for
the
the brewery.
Coolies still live there. The Coolies still live there.
Right. You have
the Coolies and somebody else still live there, and then
further across you have the Brimstone Hill office as well.
Right. Yes. So you have people living there, but I'm saying the East Park Range. I don't think he addressed that properly. East Park Range, and then you have the top, which is
Taylor's Road.
Taylor's Range.
Yeah.
That whole street go across there, they don't allow parking there neither. So it's to do with the whole circumference at the park, the whole surroundings at the park. There's no parking. Main thing to understand, that is what you were saying.
Okay, caller, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I appreciate your contribution, but
sir.
the parking on the top of Taylor's Range, there will be no parking. So no parking will be allowed along the streets of that entire road from Kistadat at the roundabout right up to the Moravian Church. No parking will be allowed on the east side of Victoria Road. So you would not be allowed to park on the east side of Victoria Road because traffic will be traveling northwards along Victoria Road. There will be no traffic traveling southwards on Victoria Road. So where the Moravian Church is, you won't be able to turn down. You will not be able to travel down. You will only northward travel will be permitted.
I'm smiling because this northward and upward and southward thing that confuse a lot of people, right? So I like to use landmark.
Right.
You can't go nowhere to park. When you're on Taylor's Road, you can't go nowhere to park.
Okay, let me talk. Yes. So you can't go back down to this traffic light from up at Moravian Church.
No, you can't.
You only can travel from the traffic light towards the Moravian Church.
There we go.
That's the direction.
Yeah.
The other street areas around that area, like you have Seaton Street and those other streets, there will be minimal restrictions, but parking will be allowed somewhat in those areas. Even the little pasture by the girls' school, you would be allowed to park. You will be allowed to park up at Basketball City. There are some parking areas up in that area, and up by the preschool, you can park on the western side of that road. I know College Street. A lot of people park in College Street. We because that will be one of the main point of travel in terms of getting out from the venue. We are saying that if parking is done, I know in the past we had restricted parking completely, but if parking is done, it must be done very orderly on the western side. We are asking persons not to park on the eastern side. Neither should anybody, any private vehicles should be parked where the buses are supposed to be parked.
Sergeant, we have to wrap it up now. It's 9 o'clock. Got to big up to Z. She's already in the studio, so you won't have to wait long this morning.
Right.
But before we go, though, where's Hart Street?
Hart Street is, I get a little bit confused with the two, but I think Hart Street is the street by the prison, and Bird Street is the street by the police station.
Yeah, I get confused with it too. That's why I asked.
Yeah.
I'm sure other people don't know as well.
Yes.
So Hart Street is the one closer to McPenny's.
Closer to McPenny's.
And
Bird Street is the one closer to King Street and the side by the police headquarters.
All right. Thanks for clearing that up. Sergeant, thanks for being here this morning.
Sure.
I know this is going to be part 2. A lot to cover.
We will continue with that. Yeah.
Thanks for being here this morning. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Our 9 o'clock report is up next. Granny, we still have Granny on the side. We'll hear from Granny before we wrap up for the morning. But don't touch that dial, man. Don't touch that dial.